Buffalo Springfield Revisited.
Trick a disaster. For the race on my head and my face is moving much faster. Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask me? Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask me? Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Great. They are great. Mr. So, we'll hear more from Buffalo Springfield Revisited in a few moments.
Hi, I'm Neil Young. No, wait a minute. I'm not Neil Young. I better stop saying that. Everyone will think I'm strange.
As itself.
Sorry about that. I'm not Neil Young. I'm Frank Wilks. But you saw that video. How the hell did I get there? You see, ever since my first performance at the Chalet Steakhouse, I've been told I sound so much like Neil Young that when you close your eyes, you could swear it was actually Neil Young himself performing. Now, is that normal? You see, when you do a song many times by another artist, part of you becomes that singer. I mean, what's wrong with that? I admire Neil Young, but I must not let this Neil Young thing possess me. So every time I say, I'm not Neil Young, I need you to say after me, you're not Neil Young, buddy. Okay? Let's give it a try. I'm not Neil Young.
You're not Neil Young, buddy.
Very well. Now, during this show, I'm going to show you the changes that are happening to me. Will the real Frank Wilks emerge from the shadow of Neil Young? Spooky, eh? We shall see. Come for a little journey with me, and if we're lucky, we're going to see a transformation. But who will be transformed? You and or me. Now, I'm going to sing Heart of Gold. which was the first Neil Young song I ever learned. In fact, the first song I ever learned. This is where it all began. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give that keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwoods, I'd cross the ocean for a heart of gold. I've been in my mind, it's such a fine line, keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. Me searching for a heart of gold. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. Keeps me searching and I'm growing. Been a miner for a heart of gold. Why do people know me for Neil Young when I also sing CCR, Eric Clapton, Pink Floyd, and all kinds of other bands? It all began when I was getting ready for a gig in Niagara Falls with my brother Johnny, who was a drummer at the time. But our bass player wasn't available. So up pops Bruce Palmer, the bass player from Buffalo, Springfield. And he ended up coming along on that gig. But little did I know that this would lead to a new band called Buffalo Springfield Revisited, where I would fill Neil Young's and Richie Fury's spot, and Stan Endersby would bring the eerie guitar sound of Neil, and with Bruce Palmer on the bass, the band was reborn. My buddy Al Prosser, flush with $100,000 that he won in the lottery, he called me up and became our drummer, which made up the band. Then, an agent got us started on a tour of the East Coast in the USA, starting in Buffalo, around 1985-86. And we ended up backstage at a Neil Young concert, and we were standing with Neil and his manager, and Neil's manager, Elliot Roberts, turned to Bruce and I and said, "I'm putting an injunction against you guys to stop you from touring with the name Buffalo Springfield Revisited." But then Neil turned around and said to him, "No, you're not. Just leave them alone. Let them do their thing." And 2 weeks later, Neil Young and Stephen Stills even wrote up a contract allowing us to tour as Buffalo Springfield Revisited. So my dream was beginning. I'd like to sing a song now that we used to open our shows with from Buffalo Springfield.
dream came, I held my breath with my eyes closed. I went insane like a smoke ring day when the wind blows. Now I won't be back till later on, if I do come back at all. But you know me, can you hear me now? In a strange game, I saw myself as you knew me. When the change came and you had a chance to see through me, though the other side is just the same, you can tell my dream is real. And I miss you. Can you see me now? Though we rushed ahead to save our time, we are only what we feel. And I love you. Can you feel it now? Feel it now. Thank you. Can you feel it now? I'll tell you, things were getting very exciting when Dewey Martin from the original Buffalo Springfield replaced Al Prosser on the drums. We felt now we had a kick-ass band because they kept us performing for 3 whole months in Ohio. Things were starting to move fast as the dream could take us. In 1987, we did our first big show. It was at the LA Forum in front of about 50,000 people. And I was so nervous that I almost pooped my pants. And at the end of the performance, I went off the wrong side of the stage and I ended up lost under the scaffolding. Then a redhead named Bonnie Raitt came and rescued me. That was cool. But we did this song, which could be called the anthem of the 60s. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I've got to beware. It's time to stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. And stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. You got thousands of people on the streets, singing songs and carrying signs. Mostly saying hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line and the man comes and he takes you away. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. You better stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. You better stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going. You better stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What was going down, finally, was a Vietnam Veterans Welcome Home concert. And guess what? Neil Young was on the same bill here. Two Neil Youngs. Wait a minute. He's trying to possess me. I'm not Neil Young.
You're not Neil Young, buddy.
Thank you very much. More fun than being possessed, however, was Jerry Lewis Telethon in Las Vegas. Wow. Jerry Lewis was dressed in black shorts, a white golf shirt, and his hair was jet black. It was all greasy. The back of his head looked like a duck's ass. But they loved us because we did all 5 of our songs all in one take, where the other bands took like 20 takes for one song, like the Byrds. Things were getting down to the wire as we were doing this song, which is on the video here, and it's actual footage of us on the Jerry Lewis Telethon.
Here to sing Down to the Wire, Buffalo Springfield Revisited.
Every time you touch her, set your hands on fire. And everything you've got is all that she requires. And you hang on to the words of
voice are we talking about in this choir? My voice or Neil's? I remember one show in Northern California, I believe it was in Princeton, where members of the audience, they thought I was actually Neil Young because I sounded so much like him that night. And I had to tell that audience member, I'm not Neil Young.
You're not.
Thank you. That felt better. Everything felt good then. Too good. The tours were breeding like a sex machine. A rock and roll dream with the likes of the Guess Who, Spirit, the Chambers Brothers, and the band were touring with us. And we concentrated on touring. And then Kansas City, here I come. Here we met up with the band. But it was under sad circumstances because Richard Manuel, he died the day before in Florida from drug-related causes. Pretty sad scene. This was an epidemic amongst most musicians around us. Anyway, Bruce and I, we managed to stay clean from drugs and sober for 5 years. Thank you. I would like to sing this song now for Richard Manuel and all the other guys, people who died from drugs or alcohol. I caught you knocking at my cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? Ooh, your damage done. I hit the city and I lost my band. I watched her needle take another man. Gone, gone, the damage done. I sing this song because I love the man. I know that some of you don't understand. Milk blood to keep from running out. I've seen the needle and the damage done. A little part of it in everyone. But every junk is like the setting sun. I seen the needle and the damage done. A little part of it in everyone. But every junk is like the setting sun.